students, welcome to Legacy IAS Academy. In today's video, we are going to discuss about National Science Day, which is celebrated every year on today's date, that is on 28th of February. And this National Science Day is celebrated to commemorate the Nobel Prize winning laureate of India, Dr. C.V. Raman. So we are going to understand in details who was C.V. Raman, what is the contribution he has made in the field of physics and the field of science in general, what is the Raman effect, for which he was awarded the prestigious Nobel Prize. So let us try to understand this topic in more detail. So first of all, to give you the background and the history of National Science Day, it was in the year 1986, for the first time, Government of India under the Prime Ministership of Rajiv Gandhi designated February 21 as a National Science Day. It was done to commemorate the announcement of the discovery of Raman effect. And in this year particularly, if we talk about 2023, National Science Day has been given the theme of global science for global well-being, and this is believed to be in light of India's G20 presidency of this particular year. And thus India wants to portray the message that the science is something that transcends the national boundary, transcends the political boundary that has been made by the humans, and basically it should be used for the well-being of the entire humanity. Because if you look at the India's motto that we see in the G20 logo everywhere, that is the Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, the entire world is a single family, and this theme goes in line with that particular understanding. Now let us try to understand about C.V. Raman. Who was C.V. Raman? And to commemorate who we have been celebrating National Science Day for quite few decades. So first of all, to give you the brief background about C.V. Raman, he was born to a family of Sanskrit scholars in the Trichy district. Right now it is called as Tiruchirappalli region in the Madras presidency of those days. However, now it is part of the state of Tamil Nadu. So year was 1888 when he was born to a family of Sanskrit scholar. He was very, very intelligent from very beginning and early childhood, and thus we can understand that by the time of 16 years he has got a BA degree from the Presidency College in Madras, and then by the 18 years he got published his first thesis in the philosophical magazine of that particular time. However, after that, unfortunately, due to ill health, he was not able to travel abroad for getting further education in the field of science, and also he started to settle down and gradually in the city of Calcutta, nowadays Kolkata, the capital city of West Bengal. He joined Indian Civil Services and acquired the post and was basically given the post of assistant accountant general. He got married also and settled down in the Calcutta. Further, however, his interest in physics started to get deeper and deeper, and gradually he started to work in part-time with Indian Association for the Cultivation of Sciences. And once he started working with Indian Association for Cultivation of Sciences, gradually he got published in a lot of magazines, in a lot of journals in India and even outside India. And gradually he became very, very popular also among all the academicians. And that is why by the end of year 29, he resigned from the civil service job to concentrate solely in the physics or on the physics, and then he took up a professorship in the Presidency College in the Calcutta in the same year. Now, the most important part that how he was able to talk about Raman effect is that for the first time when he was going to London, and while returning back, when his ship was passing over the Mediterranean Sea, he was very much fascinated by the deep blue color of the seawater. And that time, the general explanation for the deep blue color of seawater that was given by scientific community is that because simply it is a reflection of the color of sky, which is blue. However, C.V. Raman was not very satisfied with this explanation, and he wanted to understand this in more detail. And gradually, he tried to explain this, that the color of sea is not result of what we can say reflection of the sky, but rather it is due to the scattering of the sunlight by the water molecules of the sea. And thus, when he returned back to India from England, he, along with his collaborator, his colleagues in Calcutta itself, they began to conduct extensive scientific experiments on this particular matter, which will lead to his eponymous discovery of Raman effect. So let us try to understand what basically is Raman effect. So in simple terms, we can define it refers to such phenomena in which when a stream of light passes through a particular liquid, a fraction of this light is scattered by the liquid, scattered by the molecule of liquid, and this scattered light is of different color than the natural color of the light. For example, To understand this, if suppose a white beam of light is passing through a prism, we can clearly see that this is then basically scattered, and basically it converts into 7 different color of rainbow. So something similar kind of effect also happen when the light passes through a particular liquid. Now, this is explained by C.V. Raman that this phenomena, the scattering and the change in color of light, is happening because as the light wave is passing through any particular liquid, there is a change in the wavelength of this light, and this change in wavelength is the one that causes the different color of the light. And basically, he says that when the light wave passes through a particular liquid, there is observed a change in the energy of light, and this observed change in the energy of light is because of the vibrations of the molecule, the liquid molecule, the liquid which is under observation, and thus this vibration of the molecule causes change in the energy of the light, and this change in the energy of light is responsible for the change in wavelength, and this change in wavelength is responsible for having a fraction of light with a different color. So this is overall gist of the Raman effect. If we talk about the what kind of research he got involved himself into, so he and his colleague, they published a lot of papers about this scattering effect, and they have shown that total 60 different liquids have been studied of different kind, different density, and all showed the same result of scattering. That means a tiny fraction of scattered light had always a different color than the incident light. And thus C.V. Raman says he tried to argue that a phenomena whose universal nature this is a phenomena which is having a universal nature, and this is something that still has not been recognized. So this is something we have to recognize and pay attention to. And also, to prove his point, he went on to verify all these observations about 60 different liquid using a spectroscope, and also published the quantitative finding of his research in the Indian Journal of Physics. And it was this research which became very popular among the academicians and scientists, not only in India but also across the world. And to commemorate it, due to this reason, he was finally in year 1930 was awarded by the Nobel Prize. Further, he also became the first Indian Nobel laureate in the field of physics, or we can say in the field of science overall. Before that, in year 1930, Rabindranath Tagore was also awarded Nobel Prize. So that was in the field of literature. Then further, in year 1954, recognizing his contribution in the field of physics, and also because of his award, Nobel Prize award, the government of India decided to award him with the highest award of Republic of India, that is the Bharat Ratna. Now, the discovery that C.V. Raman C.V. Raman has made is not only restricted to the field of physics, but it has importance in all different parts of the science, all different streams of the science. For example, the character of the scattered radiations enable us to obtain an insight into the ultimate structure of the scattering substance. This is actually the statement that was given by C.V. Raman while he was accepting the Nobel Prize, and this was the part of the acceptance speech. So this discovery of Raman, the Raman effect, at that time it was also very important for the quantum theory, which was at a very nascent stage when C.V. Raman was awarded Nobel Prize. But in vogue for the scientific world at that time, Raman discovery was very crucial for quantum physics as well. And later on, if we talk about even in the field of chemistry, Raman spectroscopy has become today a basic analytical tool in chemistry to analyze both organic as well as inorganic compounds. And also, as you can see, with the discovery of laser and all other different kind of equipment which can actually bombard the liquid with a very strong stream of light, the Raman spectroscopy and the Raman effect is going to become much more important in the coming days as well. In conclusion, what we can say that today this method has a wide variety of application that is not only restricted to the theoretical field of physics, chemistry, but also from studying art and other objects of cultural importance in a non-invasive fashion to finding drugs hidden inside luggage at the custom. Also, Raman effect is observed and is used. So I hope you understood about the contribution that C.V. Raman has made in the field of physics. What is National Science Day and what is the Raman effect? If you like the video, please hit the like button, share it with your fellow aspirants, as well as subscribe to our channel for more such content. Thank you.